let's hop right into today's video. As you can tell by the title, we are going through household items I regret buying. This is strictly an opinion piece. If you have these items and you love them and you swear by them, all the power to you. I just found that they haven't worked for me and my lifestyle. First off, we're gonna have to, this one breaks my heart because I really wanted to like it a lot. Quite a few of these items I really wanted to like. Like, I had full intentions of being biased right off the start, but it just didn't work out for me. The first one is the Bissell Spin Wave hard floor mop. It has the 2 spinning pads that I associate with like a janitor's buggy. That's how I envisioned it working on my tiles. No, you really do have to go over it and over it and over it quite a few times, and it is a little heavy for my liking. Also, there's one screw under one of the pads, particularly the right one, that continues to get loosened all the time, and I have to re-screw it. I can't even tell you the last time I remembered using it. I really just either spot clean or I use the Narwal that I previously reviewed. I will link that in the description of today's video. Next up is our console table in the front hallway, which my husband kind of pokes fun at me because when we first bought our house, I really didn't know the vision I wanted for the house. So I really encourage homeowners or renters or just moving into a new space to take your time with decorating it, because you end up just doing what I do and buying a whole bunch of things that you see on Pinterest without like a cohesive vibe, in my opinion. I'm going off vibes. But I need things in my household these days that serve purpose, have storage, give some kind of reasoning, and especially adding kids into the mix, it's just essential. You need to have storage. So I'm beyond happy and thankful that we made the switch to shoe cabinets from IKEA. Best decision ever I had made, because in those baskets that I had underneath, I guess you could put things inside of them, but like, you can see through it a little bit. I did not like it. Like, I could see that aesthetic working out a lot better if you had a specific dedicated mud room or front hallway closet. We do have a hallway closet, but it's a little bit farther out from the actual entrance. And we just store like our coats and not seasonal shoes in there. So I like the shoe cabinets for seasonal items and quick to grab dog things like leash, collar. Next up is the bench that I purchased from StruckTube. Really great concept. I think we would love to incorporate a bench again into our dining area, but this one would probably be handmade. We're very grateful to have a friend with a woodworking shop, so you know, I'll just plug his information here. But he makes really great quality items. We cheaped out when we first bought the house and went to StruckTube. It's a great alternative, similar to IKEA, for really nice looking items. Quality can be a hit or miss. But anyways, so it's no longer available, the particular one that we got. It was quite flimsy and made creaking sounds every time you sat on it. Should have been our first red flag. Also, the shipping, I don't know if everyone finds this, because I've heard a couple people have similar experiences, but with StruckTube, it was the delivery date just kept getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. I think they wait for a mass amount of orders to make it worth their while. I'm really speculating that it's totally not factual by any means. Ultimately, it did end up with a crack in it. My husband is like 200 pounds, so we cannot have that. What are we on? Number 3 or 4? Okay, number 4. A vacuum from Amazon. I won't like link it here because they've discontinued this make and model. So when I first, it was like the most top rated Amazon vacuum. The brush head just completely stopped working. Everything else was working. I cleared it out, cleaned it to immaculate standards, and it just would not work. Customer service was really good, but it did get clogged quite often with our husky hair. So yeah, I don't know if it had a fair fighting chance. But why am I so out of breath? Oh, take a breather. This one, I'm really just gonna try and speed through, to be honest. I hate talking about this. Professional stair installment. This is a horrible story of my husband and I getting ripped off, so I don't want to get into it because I truly find it traumatic. Basically, we paid a lot of money to receive a final product that is patchy. It doesn't match the hardwood that we did buy from that same company, so you would think the stairs would match the hardwood that we purchased from them. We should have taken it to small claims court, but we didn't have the energy. Before we sell it, we are going to have to end up fixing it. That's all I'm going to say about that. Heartbroken that serious trust issues. Let's move on. Rust-Oleum home interior floor coating base coat in steam gray. I loved it at first. It was covering our previous tiles that were kind of this yellow, looked like a cigarette stain tile. It might work for some people, but it really bothered me, and I knew that we were going to replace the tiles eventually, so I wanted something quick to help fill in that gap of time. You know, it's stained and chipped quite quickly. We have 2 animals, so they are the main culprits of the chipping, but the stains would just pop up randomly. In the kitchen area, we have quite a few windows, so the heat during the summer I think caused some bubbling, but the staining, I don't understand where the stains came from. Anyways, I did follow the instructions, and I think I did a decent job in applying it and waiting for it to cure appropriately. Also, steam gray is definitely white in my opinion. It came out completely white. Next would be the rock glue in our backyard. We have a fire pit area where we put some river stone, and then my husband and I really wanted to have the stone stick because with, you know, walking on it and stuff, like clump up in certain areas, and you just want it to stay. We wanted it to stay in place, and also gives us nice wet coating appearance, but it didn't work. This product would be really great for smaller areas unless you have the finances to buy like 10 of these bottles. We bought, I think, 5 in total, and there's still some areas that are really, really loose. Kind of regretting doing that. I saw it on TikTok initially, and it was from someone who had like stones going along their driveway. It would probably work for that because it's not a high traffic area. For our fireplace in the backyard, it can be high traffic. Obviously you're walking on it, so probably not, like that's probably our bad, but also, you know, it didn't work for the purpose that we were hoping it would work for. And this last one is also a product I had a strong bias towards at first, and I wanted to work out so badly. It's the Our Place Always pan. I love the aesthetic of this pan. I would say even maybe between like 4 months or so, like 4 or 5 months, the coating, the non-stick coating definitely came off. It's hard to not use high heat with something that is labeled always pan because, you know, you want to bring water to a boil if you're steaming something. And I'm so sorry if people really like this pan. Obviously they do. It's hugely recommended. I regret buying it. The knives we got I think are really nice. We don't put them in the dishwasher, and like the Always pan, we tried to follow the instructions as best as possible. Aesthetically still pleasing, so we use it. Hope you enjoyed today's video. I apologize if any of these items you like and have them. Leave your reviews in the comment section below. I might be completely wrong about some of these products, or it's just my opinion, so that's that. I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you in my next video.